Hi, hello, and what's good? Welcome to this is the fourth episode of this fun little bit about talking about unhealthy people and unhealthy tactics that unhealthy people use. So, this episode is going to be talking about triangulation. It's probably one of my least favorite things that people do. When I started to clock it in my real life and like reflecting on, oh, that was triangulation. Yikes. Yeah. So it's happened in like familial relationships and friendships and in actual relationships. So I have real life experience with it, and you most likely have as well. You just didn't have a word to put it on. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Fun. Okay. All right. So what is triangulation? I'm glad you asked. Okay, so triangulation happens when one person or two people, basically if one or more person is in conflict and they try to pull in another person into their conflict. So basically what happens is instead of directly communicating with the person that you have a conflict with, you're talking to another person about it. Now, that it depends on how it's done, of course. If you're going to someone to be like, hey, I have this problem, I'm not sure what to do, can you give me some ideas? That's one thing. But if you're going to just be like, yo, this person talks so much shit about me, I freaking hate them, ugh, and then the next day you're all buddy-buddy with them, why? Why? I guess, why do people do this? So the goal is, okay, so there's a bunch of goals. So one is deflecting tension. You're kind of taking the heat off of you, right? Especially if maybe the conflict is with the person who's talking to another person. Maybe they're the problem, or maybe something happened and it was kind of their fault. So they're trying to deflect the tension. Okay, that's one. Another is it creates another conflict. They, instead of confiding in the person that they have a conflict with, they're talking to other people about this. Now you're just creating more problems. So, and the last one is this feeling of rightness or superiority over the person. So it's just, none of it's really done in good faith. Like, it's all not nice. So an example I can give is during my, like, in high school, I had a best friend, and from high school to like uni, we were best friends. But I found out later in life that instead of talking to me about conflict that she had with me, she was talking shit about me to other people. She's talking about, oh, like, oh, what did this person tell me? Yeah, just that she would not say nice things about me. Like, for me, I don't like conflict. I mean, at the time I handled it differently. So like I was a big pacifist, and like conflict scared me, and it was just like, oh, like it felt like the end of the world. And so I would do everything to pacify. So I'd like, like take gifts or like do something really like, I guess kind of like a grand gesture to be like, oh, I'm really sorry. So I'd buy flowers or things like that. And so that was my way of being like, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll do better. But then I found out that, like, instead of this person communicating with me, they were just talking about me to other people. Yikes. Now, do I enjoy that? No. Because it's just like, ooh, that's not a very nice thing to do. It's like, I was genuinely distraught. What do you mean? But it is what it is. It's already happened. And I don't do that anymore. But, like, just reflecting on it, it's like, wow, like, you're kind of a mean person. Like, damn, like, to just like put someone through the ringer and them trying to do everything they can to fix things, and then just for them to find out that you're talking shit. Yikes. But hey, that is life in some aspects, I guess. But yeah, at the end of it, it's just kind of like, what am I supposed to do here if you're not communicating with me about the problem? Right? Like, what can I do here? Like, I'm at a loss. It's just like, you're not telling me what I'm doing wrong, but you're telling me I'm doing things wrong. So it's just like, it's a catch-22. I'm fucked if I do something, I'm fucked if I don't. So it's just really crappy. And then another time this happened was in a relationship that I had in high school. And I found out that this person would talk to another woman about our problems. Why aren't you talking to me? Like, what do you mean? And I found out that this person, like, still kind of does that to this day. And I'm like, Bullet dodged. Whew, not my problem. Sir, what are we doing here? What are we doing? How are we gonna fix our problems if you're not talking to me about them? Right? It's just like, it makes no sense. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, and this can also happen in friend groups. This, yeah, it's just not a healthy dynamic to have. I personally don't like it. It's why I do my best to refrain from like shit talking. I refrain from like talking bad about people just in general. Just because one is just, if someone's talking about someone that I don't know, it's like, why do you feel comfortable talking to me about them? And then another is just like, it depends on how someone brings something, but it's just like, if someone's just like, hey, I have this problem, I need support, that's different versus like, I just want to bash this person, right? I think the intention is different. If you're talking about like all the mean things that this person did and you're trying to figure out what to do, that's different versus just like, be like, yeah, this person's trash, this person's this person's that. It's just like, okay, but like on what grounds? Like maybe they are trash, but on what grounds? Like what did they do to make them trash? Right? So I think that's really important. So yeah, so this was my video on triangulation. Let me know if, I don't know, maybe this is new to you with what triangulation is. Maybe you're just like, oh my God, there's a word for it. Yeah, and triangulation can happen in family dynamics a lot as well. Not fun overall. Not at all. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Cheers. Bye.